What do you say about GPT-5, especially for brainstorming SaaS ideas? For brainstorming in particular, I tend to prefer Claude. That's subjective. I would suggest using different models and trying them out yourself. I just find Claude goes into more detail and it communicates better with me in the way that I like to brainstorm. That said, ChatGPT has better voice modes. So if you like to talk to your AI in order to get ideas out of your head, then GPT-5 might be better. Although some people don't like the new advanced voice mode, I'm fine with it personally. It depends on how you like to think. The one thing that I would find, this is the true of any model, you need to be very careful when you're brainstorming because they do tend to gas us up. They do tend to glaze us. So if you say, hey, here's my business idea, what do you think? They'll tend to say, yeah, it's great. You need to, there's a couple of ways. You can say, can you help me find holes and help me criticize this? But then it tends to go too hard and becomes too negative. So the best way to brainstorm and help you decide between business SaaS ideas in this particular case is to give it a few options. So if you have 4 or 5 options, outline them all in detail to the artificial intelligence and say, hey, I've got these 5 ideas. Can you help me come up with a rubric, some metrics for how I can decide which one to proceed with? And then you're going to work collaboratively with the AI. Doesn't matter if it's GPT, doesn't matter if it's Claude really, to help you through the decision-making process. So it will first help you come up with, okay, these are the metrics we're going to analyze it from: speed to deploy, how much money do you need, what's the revenue potential, etc. And then it will help you to structure an analysis, a comparative analysis. Love it. If you give it one idea and say, give me criticisms, it will give you criticisms. If you give it 5 ideas and say, what's the best, you're going to get a much, much better result because it forces it to not just tell you what you want to hear, but to help you actually compare and contrast different ideas. But it doesn't really matter if it's GPT-5 or Claude. It's more about the technique you use when working with the AI.